All right, Shalom. Call Yahba Shem Shah. Shalom to the elect. This video, this is going to be called, You Gotta Know the History and Know the Mystery. And I get that quote from one of the elders. I'm sure you Akim have heard of it before. But yeah, knowing the history help you know who is who, man. And understand how our people were scattered, which I mentioned in the previous video, how people were scattered amongst all nations and why we're going to be delivered from all nations. And you can't just put this on these people was in America first, so these got to be God's chosen people, or these people was here, so they got to be his chosen people. No, you got to know the history and see how people was actually divided and split up when they had to flee from persecution and go to all these different regions of the earth to hide out from Esau red ass primarily, or it might have been some type of war going on. A plague might have broke out, other catastrophes, the list goes on. So I just happened to be on Twitter today, or X as they call it now, and I happened to come across this. It's a page I follow, Ancient Origins. It says the Igbo people were in existence nearly 6,000 years ago and still make up of 15% of Nigeria today. You see, at 15%. Looking at it from a spiritual standpoint, can represent part of the elect. Because the elect is a small number amongst all these billions of people on the earth. Now it says their founding father is known as King Eri. It might be Ariah in Hebrew. So like if I'm getting it up a little bit wrong. It says he may have been the son of biblical Jacob. Was Eri a mythical spirit or a biblical character? Now, let me go back to this real quick. Now, you type it in the scriptures, in the book of Genesis, it says in 46 and 16, and the sons of Gad, Ziphion, Haggi, Shuni, and Esbon, and Eri, and Arodi, and Areli. You go to Numbers, it goes into some more. It says of Ozoni, the family of the Ozonites, of Eri, the family of the Erites. Now, different names, same lineage. That's why we had a book of Numbers. So you can look at the lineage of the men. And keep in mind, it names the men. It'll mention certain women because they have their special place throughout history. But primarily, the men. Because the men carry the seed. And see, when I read this, it made me think about some more precepts too, which I'm going to get those. Now it says, what is the story about Eri? It said Eri is said to be the original legendary cultural head of Umu Eri tribes of the Igbo people. Eri established a community in the middle of Anambra River Valley at Riaka and Aguilera, where he married 2 wives. The first wife, Diemaku, bore him 5 children. Now, society promote this bullshit, which I was just speaking about this to somebody. Society promote this bullshit when a man want multiple women, it's frowned upon. But when you look at history and wonder how our people were so vast in numbers, more than likely one man dealt with multiple women. See, society be promoting this pussy ass shit and all this bullshit to be going on. So they have people thinking it's something wrong with a man having multiple women. And most women end up being like the second, third, fourth baby mama any fucking way. It's just, now it just be done out of order. Now, let's see. I'll read one more part, then I'm gonna get into some precepts. Now I said Eri of God, which I'm understanding of why they would say that, because Gad and God sound similar. Now it says Eri was the son of Gad, and Gad was one of the sons of Jacob from his concubine. As mentioned in the Bible, folklore has it that Eri lived in Egypt. Keep that in mind. It said it is believed that the Igbo people descended Eri, a divine figure who, according to folklore, was sent from heaven to begin civilization. Now, what precept that made me think of? Book of Isaiah. Book of Isaiah, chapter 6, let's see which precepts I want to read. I'll just go straight to it. Shalaki. It says in verse 22, it says, the little one shall become 1,000. How can that happen with just one man? You got to have multiple women. There's no way around that. It says, in the small one, a strong nation. I, the Lord, which the Lord's name is Yahweh, will hasten it in this time. The Most High is going to make this happen. Especially when all this destruction take place on Babylon and throughout the earth. The tribes got to be reborn, man. They got to come back. Got to live out their life. When they come back to verse 21, this was going to happen. It says, thy people also shall be all righteous. But they're going to be born right. It says, they shall inherit the land forever, the branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. And people going to know why all these events taking place. And they're going to know why certain people get raised up and end up helping bear all these children and be leaders and rule over everything like that. They're going to know, man. See, Esau want to keep this from happening. That's why you got these videos now, they go around on TikTok or Instagram, whatever people be sharing and shit like that, talking about how Section A and all this other stuff kept the man out of the household. So like, so women can get the stamps, the extra aid, the help from the government, and try to make it so a man can't really lead and provide for their families. So Esau step in and provide these systems so these women can feel like, okay, I don't need no man. What I need a man for, I got Section A. I've literally heard women say this type of shit. But all that's going to change, man. All that's going to come to naught, man. I'm going to read, since I'm thinking about this topic, I'm reading the book of Isaiah. Let's see. It says, Isaiah 4:1, it says, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. And see, it makes sense when you think about the time it's talking about, because what would allow women to have their own bread and their own apparel and all that stuff? This society right now, man. Society is really set up to be more beneficial for women. You have prosperous men, millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires. Some people have thousands of dollars and actually have a decent position in society. But women really have a lot of pull, man. You be seeing some of these women, they ride around in Bentleys and Phantoms and shit. And I respect the grind and the hustle because they utilize the system like that, man. But Esau mainly set this system up to be against us. So with them utilizing the system and being a part of Esau bullshit, getting all these degrees and all that shit, they look at men like, you're worthless. What they need you for? You got some women that's solid and they appreciate, man. They appreciate what a man brings to the table. But the majority, they don't care about that shit. And what's going to happen, though? In verse 2, it says, in that day shall the branch of the Lord be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and common for them that are escaped of Israel. Now, the primary ones that's going to escape are the elect men and who be joined unto them. That's why it's going to be 7 women, or it can be more. 7 is just the number of completion. You're going to have women trying to join on. They're going to see like, oh, this guy, he be protected, he's safe. He filled with wisdom and knowledge. Let me get that. He filled with wisdom and knowledge. He know what's going on. He know these precepts. He know the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. They may see certain stuff happen to boost their faith even more, so they understand like, oh, the Lord is dealing with certain men. This is what I need to gravitate towards. They're going to see a lot of dudes getting grabbed up, get thrown into them concentration camps, or took in whoever knows where else, man. Esau get sick with it, man. And these heathens do too. You already got damn organ harvesting and all that shit, trafficking going on. Who knows what they're doing to them? They ain't just selling it. They might be eating it too. So when shit, the fan ain't no food, what you think these people gonna do, man? They gonna bug out. They gonna lose it. Now Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6, it says, "And wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure." And when you fear the Most High, you understand who created fear, who created the situations for you to fear, who can deliver you from those situations. And you understand that if you move in a certain manner, you really don't have nothing to fear but the one that created it. Because if you're being pleasing in the sight of the Lord, he's not going to put you in a situation to destroy you. He'll put you more so in situations to boost your faith, help sharpen you. On that good note, let me see. Go to some more precepts real quick. Book of Isaiah chapter 32, verse 2. It says, "And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a cover from a tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. And the eyes of them that see should not be dim." Because you got people now, they can see, man. They don't see what the fuck going on. They see everything else. They see Christian Rock and Blueface and Beyonce and all this other shit. They don't see what's really going on. They don't see that the third war is right at the boiling point. It's right at that point to where all-out war finna be declared on a global scale. They don't see that Esau cooking up these plagues. They keep showing these damn commercials promoting vaccines and shit just so they can come out with some more shit. That's how they get down, man. Hopefully they don't strike the video. I had to pause to say that thing. Like, hold up. I know how Esau play with these words. It says, "As rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. And the eyes of them that see should not be dim, and the ears of them that hear should hearken." Because right now, a lot of people, they don't really want to hear, man. You talk about this stuff, throw it out the window, one ear and out the other. Some people hearken, though. They want to hear. They understand to a degree. They want to learn more. They want to know why you know this stuff. But they going to hearken, though. It says, "The heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge, and the tongue of the stammerer shall be ready to speak plainly. The vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. For the vile person will speak villainly, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy and the other error against the Lord, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. The instruments of the churl are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words." And you have a lot of people that do this shit, man. That's why a righteous man right now, people look at a righteous man boring and all that other bullshit. But when that time comes, let me read on some more. Let's see. It says, "Even when the needy speaketh right," it said, "but the liberal deviseth liberal things, and the liberal things shall he stand. Rise up, you women that are at ease, hear my voice, you careless daughters, give ear to my speech. Many days and years shall you be troubled, you careless women, for the vintages fail, and the gathering should not come." So all this shit that's going on right now, you can go out, gather, and get this, and dry that, and buy this, and travel here, and go hoe off, cross seas, and all that. That shit gonna come to a halt, man. Verse 11, it says, "Tremble, you women that are at ease, be troubled, you careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins." Let's see. I ain't gonna read no more in the rest of this chapter. But yeah, man, like, bringing these precepts out, just going back into men being renowned as great men and being in a certain light of status. Because the Most High put them in that. The Most High given that position. You read these precepts and these scriptures and you hear about these men's names in the book of Numbers, Genesis, and all throughout the other precepts. It's not about no coincidence. It's so you can know, okay, this is who these guys descended from, this their lineage. This is why they do this type of stuff. Certain men have certain characteristics. Some men are great builders. Some men are great warriors. Some men are great readers, mathematicians. They know how to read the heavens, read the stars, know how to read the weather. Great scribes and scholars. So on and so on. Great judges. And see, our people, they want that. They don't know about going about asking for that, or being patient and waiting for the Most High to set certain stuff up, so things will be done like the scripture said. In verse 8 it says, "But the liberal devise of liberal things." A lot of people, they like wicked things, man. They don't like liberal things. You try to be too liberal, people want to be all, oh, you just this and that, and you're too kind and too understanding. That's bullshit. And how you gonna expect mercy? People always say they believe in God and He a merciful power. I ain't gonna believe in the Most High and expect mercy when you can't even be merciful. That don't make no sense, man. So you have to keep that in mind. Now let me see. A few other precepts. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12, it says, better yet, so I'm going to get ready to end this one off. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 6, it says, "How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come into destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt." You gotta think about these tough guy ass niggas that be trying to run around too and play these games. They gonna melt, man. Like the scriptures say, they say, men shall travail like a woman with a child. You see a woman when she get ready to get at birth and have a child, she holding that stomach, crying and shit. And a lot of you dudes gonna be out here, man. It says, "And they shall be afraid, pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed at one another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and He shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light." And look, they've been talking about in the news. They're like, oh, these nations, they got these nukes and they position them and selling them and doing this and that. We don't think they crazy enough to set one off. That could cause a nuclear winter. Hey, they are crazy enough to set that shit off. And it ain't even just them. The Most High putting the spirit on them to set it off. That's why it say the constellations thereof should not give their light, and the sun should be darkened. You know why the sun will be dark? That come from a nuclear explosion. Them clouds up in the atmosphere, you can't see shit, making the moon look like blood. It says the sun should be darkened and it's going forth, and the moon should not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil and their wicked, for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. And you got a lot of proud people running around, man. We like a piece of dust in the cosmos. You got people being proud, man. It says, "And I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than the fine gold, even a man in the golden wedge of Ophir." And the man that these men are going to be the elect of Yahweh and Yahushua, those who've been chosen from the foundation of the earth, the firstborn. In verse 13 it said, "Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place, and the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of His fierce anger." Let's see. That's it on that one. I don't go down no further on that one. The shit gonna get crazy, man. The only thing that's gonna shake this earth up is nuclear explosion, man, going off simultaneously. And they got them, man. Everything is created for a point in time, man. So I'm gonna bring this out, just a brief little history lesson, since I seen that, and some precepts came to my mind about how valuable men gonna be. Righteous men, liberal men. And people gonna see that, man. They're gonna gravitate towards that. And it's been happening lately. I'm sure you, Akim, got plenty of testimonies of how things happen and unfold, and you can see it. So, just want to bring this out. I don't want to write this out as edifying. Call all Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Shalom to the elect.